You don't get too many clues about his background, but I'm figuring, since of course being English, you're, drowning or trying to survive the British class system, that Shabandar couldn't be an inherited title, not with a name like that, because you go, well, what county is that from? And so therefore, I'm figuring he's some sort of media baron. He's been made a lord. He's got loads of money because he's got Monets hanging on his walls. So I'm figuring that somewhere in there, he's been made a lord because he might write a check. So those are the kind of basic tenets of his life, pretty much ruled by possessions and money. I was just approached by Michael, the director, Michael Hoffman, and I've certainly admired his work as a director, and I knew that Colin, who's a friend, was going to be in it, and that Cameron, who I hope is a friend now, was going to be in it. And then there was Tom Courtney and Stanley Tucci, and I know both of them too very well. And so I thought, well, A, that'll be fun because they're all nice people and great actors. And then also the fact that it was a script by the Coen brothers, even though they weren't directing it. When I first read it, you can feel the layers of Coen brotherness running through it, and I think we've all discovered at 3 o'clock in the morning on some of the night shoots that means tongue twisters, that your brain and mouth won't make their way round very successfully on take 1, or maybe on take 10, that's when it starts to collapse. The mouth machine gives up on you, but it's a challenge because they write very intricate dialogue, and it's very musically balanced, and the comedy comes out of a certain ridiculousness too. So those were all things that attracted me, and also it plays with sophisticated comedy right next to kind of slapstick. There's a few pairs of trousers around ankles in the film, and I like all that. The thing about Colin's character, of course, is that he's not aware of any comedy in his life at all. Everything's dead serious to him. And speaking of rugs being pulled out from under feet, he has 15 of them coming out from under his feet all the time, all the way through the movie. So in order to create something called comedy, Colin has to be deadly serious throughout. But I think that's true of all of us, actually. I mean, the comedy comes out of situation, and you're not seeking any kind of slapstick humor. It's imposed on you as part of the story. So three of us are actually trying to cope, and so coping can be funny, and getting pissed off whilst coping or failing to cope can be funny. And the Coen brothers are very expert. They know this stuff. They could write the rule book.